Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bros Talking Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. All right, you guys, let's get to it. As you know, this is Sunday, week 9 recap. We're going to go over a few games that you guys know what I picked wrong on. Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. Sometimes when you're wrong, don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong, okay, you guys? That's how I am this week, week 9. I cannot believe I'm saying this right now, but let's go. All right, three of my four game of the weeks that I had, I lost. All right, guys, or I predicted wrong. Okay, let's start this out. Okay, we got those. Well, first, the Chiefs did beat the Dolphins. Okay, I predicted that, but what I wanted the Dolphins to lose because I needed my Bills to win. Okay, my Bills came up short, obviously, to one of my other favorite teams, the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, Joe Burrow showed up and showed out. There was no signs of a calf injury in this game. He had a season high, actually. Season high 348 yards. My apologies. Two touchdowns and no interceptions. The first drive of the game, he was 6 of 6 and a touchdown. Okay, he looked unstoppable. The Bills was trying to fight back the whole game, and yeah, the Bills ended up losing 18-24. All right, the Bills did have a chance at the end, but the defense got it done. Okay, you guys. Um, the defense got it done, and then the Bengals actually kept the ball at the end of the game. They didn't even give the Bills a chance to even get the ball. Von Miller, he missed a sack, and which led to the Bengals getting a first down, and the rest was history. Okay, Josh Allen didn't see the ball again. Speaking of Josh Allen he was 26 of 38, 258 yards, one touchdown, and one interception. That is his fifth interception in a row. Um, 5 games in a row, he threw an interception. He also ran for 44 yards and a touchdown. Okay, he didn't have that bad of a game, but we just couldn't really get the ball in the end zone when we really needed it to. Okay, we did have two fumbles, one interception, one um, fumble. All right, or two turnovers, one interception, one fumble. Stephon Diggs, he only had 86 yards. He did have a touchdown. Um, Josh Allen throwing the ball 7 times, and Diggs caught 6 of them. That's pretty good. All right, and then Kincaid, same thing. He got thrown to 11 times, caught 10 of them for 81 yards. The Bills, though, listen, you guys, they could not get into the end zone. The defense just is not the same this year. And I'm finally seeing that, you guys. Their Bills are 5-4. And it's sad to say that we need to get it together going forward, or else we might not make the playoffs. All right, Bills, we need to wake up. We need to really put some games together. And yeah, man, this is. But on the flip side, okay, you guys, Joe Burrow. What else can I say, you guys? Cool Joe. He looked cool. As I said, he was on a roll. Joe Mixon had 37 yards. He did add a touchdown. T. Higgins, season high, 110 yards today. No touchdowns, but still season high. Burrow was giving him the rock. Tyler Boyd, 56 yards. Jamal Chase, 41 yards, which was a long of 32. So he really didn't do too much today. But they outplayed the Bills, and that's what got them the win. You guys know how I felt about this game. I didn't want nobody to really. I didn't want this game to happen. I wish they didn't have to play, but they did. And the Bengals, unfortunately, came out on top. 397 total yards for the Bengals compared to 317 total yards for the Bills. And that's pretty much the game, you guys. The Bills, the Bengals were really hot on offense in the first half, and then in the second half, the defense got it done. Um, Man, guys, that was a tough one for me, but that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles, okay? Next up, you guys already know how I felt about this next game of the week that I had. It was the Cowboys at the Colts. I'm sorry, the Cowboys at the Eagles, okay? It's been a long day. The Eagles are 8-1. All right, you guys. Cowboys 5-3. They fall. Cowboys score was 23 to Eagles 28. Now listen, the Cowboys did have a chance at the end of this game to win, and they just could not get it done. The Eagles defense came out on top. And yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Okay. Dak, he was 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did he come to play or what? He absolutely did. That was the first 374-yard game since what, 2021. Okay, it's been some years. Let's just say that he usually don't throw in the threes, and it's very rare he throws in the fours. But today he actually showed up and showed out. 374, 3 TDs. That is absolutely amazing. Dallas had 406 total offensive yards, which is crazy to think about because the Eagles only had 292 total offensive yards. Jalen Hurts, you guys, 207 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay, and that's what got it done. Hurts battled a knee injury, you guys, and he just keeps fighting. He keeps fighting. First it was ribs, now it's his knees. Can he continue the next 8, 9 games in the season this way, though? Okay, you got to really think about that, Hurts. Uh, really think about that. Okay, yes, you guys are 8-1. You guys are leading in your division by a couple games, and we'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, Dak, he stepped out on a 2 point on the going. They went for two. He stepped out at like the 3, 4 yard line, and he would have had it. That was big. Dak took a sack at the end of the game, lost 11 yards. You guys, those are crucial plays because they had a field goal that they missed or could have had there and missed. And there was another field goal. I mean, there were so many times that they didn't necessarily need a touchdown at the end of the game, and it could have just been a field goal, and could have won it. But again, that's Dallas. What else can I expect, you guys? Dallas always finds a way to blow it. And I don't know if it's obviously wasn't Dak this week. Maybe it's McCarthy. Okay, McCarthy, how come you didn't get this job done? There was Eagles left the door open for you guys every way possible for you guys to win, and you could not get it done. All right, Dallas running game, 51 yards on the ground. That is totally unacceptable. How do you expect to win that? All right, I mean 73 total, but yeah, CeeDee Lamb 11 for a buck 91. CeeDee Lamb actually showed up and showed out. Okay, the only problem is he couldn't get in the end zone. Okay, Randy, Jerry, To, they have a 191-yard game. I guarantee you they're in the end zone. I fact check that, please, right now. Let me know. I guarantee that's never happened before. 191 yards and no touchdowns. CD, I know you balled out, but come on now. We got to get in the end zone. All right. Ferguson, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Okay. Um, Listen, the Cowboys could lose, during this year and to the Eagles, and for some reason, maybe find a way and win in the playoffs. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not looking too hyped about the Eagles, and I'm not looking too hyped about the Cowboys, you guys. But that's just how it is. I feel like, yes, Dallas, the Eagles, that's pretty much it in their division that's rocking right now. But I feel like the AFC North is the toughest division in football. And speaking of the AFC North, I wanted to point out that. Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Okay. Anyways, let's wrap up. Cowboys definitely did not come to play. They had the chances and they couldn't get it done. Eagles, you got it done. Congratulations. Another win. 8-1. Hurts, rest up. All right, guys, let's get to this next game. We had the Seattle Seahawks at the Baltimore Ravens. This really was not a game, as you guys know. Seattle scored 3 points. All right, they did not show up. The Ravens scored 37 points. Okay, Seattle lost by 34. If you could do that math, Seattle's 5-3. Ravens are 7-2, and they are tied with Kansas City for first place. Listen up, guys. I'm going to tell you this right now. When I saw this 515 total yards from the Baltimore Ravens compared to 151 yards from the Seattle Seahawks, come on, guys. I thought Geno was going to show up. Geno Smith did not show up. He was 13 to 28, 157 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. We also had a fumble. Kenneth Walker had 16 yards. Lockett had 32 yards. Metcalf had 50 yards. All right, you guys. Seattle was just a complete no-show, and the Ravens defense dominated. That's really what it comes down to, you guys. We're back in second place in the NFC West. 49ers looking up right now, but that's okay. All right, we do play Washington and we do play the Rams before we play the Niners. So those are 2 wins that Seattle could bounce right back before we play the Niners and take first place again. But anyway, before all of that, you guys, Lamar Jackson, 21 of 26. This is the kicker, you guys. 187 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He did run for 60 yards, but 187 yards, no touchdowns, and we lost by 34? Gosh, Seattle, that is crazy. The Ravens literally did what they did to Detroit a few games ago. I'm just speechless, you guys. Uh, Huntley came in 5 of 7, 38 yards, and a touchdown. The backup had more touchdowns than the starter, and the starter played dang near perfect. It was crazy. Okay, you guys. Keaton Mitchell, 138 yards, 1 touchdown, a long of 60. Undrafted rookie from where was he from? East Carolina. Okay, you guys. He's never played a snap before. He came in and balled out. All right. Can you say career high? All right. First game, he balled out. OBJ also came out and scored a touchdown, his first one since the Super Bowl. All right. You guys, Andrews has 80 yards. Gus Edwards, 2 touchdowns, only 52 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Okay, you guys. Ravens defense really showed up and showed out, and that's really what won the game, you guys. This was a crazy game. I'm glad it's over with. Ravens were favored by 6. If you bet on them, obviously you won the house. Okay, you guys. Wow. That was crazy. Seattle was an absolute no-show, you guys. But yeah, you can't always be right. Okay? Sometimes you're gonna miss. Sometimes you're gonna hit. Sometimes you're gonna miss. This week, I fell a little short, okay, and that's all right. Next week, week 10, I'm gonna stop betting with my heart. I've been betting with my heart lately. Picking my picks with my heart lately, and I just gotta really dive in to the stats and don't bet with my heart. Okay, guys. A lot of my teams was going up against this week, and I thought was going to win, and they just didn't. All right, but anyway, next week, week 10, I'm gonna hit y'all with the straight facts. I'm going for undefeated. I ain't going to go for no game next week that I'm going to lose. All right, that's my predictions. Mark that. Thank you so much for tuning in to Bros Talking Sports. This was an epic week 9. I'm glad it's in the books. Wait till tomorrow when you see my top 5 power rankings of this week. Yes, it is another switch up, but not too much of a switch up. All right. Subscribe on Bros Talking Sports. Let's get it.